Did you know that there is a way to double your productivity and profits while cutting your time spent on a given task in half? Hey, it's Andy from chuckandandy.com, the place where we share tips and strategies to help you become a better online entrepreneur. And in this video training, I'm going to reveal 5 tips you can implement straight away to increase your productivity starting today. Tip number 1 is to take control of your time. Try tracking and limiting how much time you're spending on tasks by using a timer and setting up an alarm. Give yourself deadlines and do whatever it takes to stick to it. Anything that you can get done in less than 5 minutes, do it straight away. Don't put it off, because if you have to add it to the list of things you have to do, chances are the task will inflate and it will actually end up taking you a lot longer to complete it. And sometimes doing it later means never. Tip number 2 is to quit multitasking. Countless of studies have shown again and again that we completely suck at multitasking. Most of the times, multitasking will give us the illusion of being more productive, but we actually become less efficient when our attention is divided. So instead of trying to juggle things at the same time, just take a step back and complete one task after another. Tip number 3 is to take regular breaks. This can vary between person to person, but whatever time interval is most effective for you, whether this is 30 minutes or 2 hours, take a break after that. For me personally, my most effective working interval is about 1.5 hours because I can complete entire projects comfortably in that given amount of time. Tip number 4 is to minimize interruptions. Now, while this goes without saying, what a lot of people don't realize is that interruption can come in many shapes and forms. For example, turn off the notifications for emails, Facebook, Twitter, WhatsApp, or whatever it is on your phone and computer. If someone asks you for a favor when you're in the middle of doing something, and if it doesn't hurt them if you delayed it, your standard answer should be no. It's also important that you let your family know that this time block is for business and you need 100% focus. In addition to that, try and limit your toilet breaks or snacking to when you take a break after 1.5 hours of work, or whichever time interval suits your working habit best, like we discussed earlier. Tip number 5 is to give up on the illusion of perfection, because if you strive for perfection, you become less time efficient. So always ask yourself, is it worth spending the extra 30 minutes editing a campaign, video or email or whatever it is that you're working on? Will the outcome be affected if you spend time perfecting it? Trust me, in most cases the answer will be no. And if it's a no, move on. Get something else done with your time. So, to recap, in order to increase your productivity, first, take full control of your time by allocating. Secondly, stop multitasking because simply it doesn't work. Thirdly, take regular breaks but stay disciplined about it. Fourthly, minimize interruptions as much as you can. And lastly, stop being a perfectionist if it doesn't make a huge difference. So there you have it. If you take on board everything I've just shared with you in this video, I have no doubt that you'll be able to work smarter and not harder. That's all from me, and I'll see you in the next video.
Thanks for watching. For more awesome videos like this one, be sure to click that big red button where it says subscribe. Also, give us a thumbs up and comment below if you have any questions or feedback.